Hello students, today we are going to study the poem Song of the Open Road by Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman, an American poet, journalist, essayist. He is also known as father of free verse. He popularized free verse and modern poetry remains incomplete without free verse. Now, if we see this poem is taken from Leaves of Grass, his collection Leaves of Grass. Now, this collection is very famous because it contains the poem O Captain, My Captain, written on the death of Abraham Lincoln. It's a very popular poem. Even this poem, Song of the Open Road, is from the same collection. And here, the poet has emphasized how the road, actually road signifies, is symbolic to many things. It can be the journey of life, isn't it? So, here the poet has emphasized how he wants to go without any hesitation. He wants to seek whatever his future holds. He wants to walk on the journey of his life and accept whatever comes his way. He is fearless, he is healthy, he is ready to take on challenges in his life. This poem is a dramatic monologue. Dramatic monologue. Mono means where a single person is narrating, addressing to the passive listeners. Okay, so in this poem we find that the poet himself has narrated his views and it's in free verse. This poem is also written in free verse. What is free verse? Free verse is free from rhythm, rhyme and meter. Still, when you go through the poem, you will find it pleasant to the ears because of the proper use of words. And the theme is indeed very beautiful. So should we start? Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road. Healthy, free, the world before me. Afoot, on the way. Afoot means, here it is used as an adjective. It means on the way. On the way. Afoot. Afoot and light-hearted. Light-hearted without any burden. I have been prepared. My mind is prepared. My body is prepared. I take to the open road. I am ready for the journey of my life. Healthy, free, the world before me. I am healthy. And now I am ready to take on the journey. The long brown path before me leading wherever I choose. Whatever decisions he will take, the journey will lead to that destination. So he says, the long path is open before me. My life ahead is open before me. And I can take any road I think is apt for me. Henceforth, I ask not good fortune. I myself am good fortune. Henceforth means from now onwards. Henceforth, from now on. From now onwards. From now onwards, henceforth, after this, okay, hereafter. The better word will be hereafter, after this. So he says, I am ready for the journey ahead of my life. Henceforth, I ask not good fortune. I don't believe in good luck and all. I myself am good fortune. My luck, my destiny, I am going to decide. I am good fortune. Henceforth, I whimper no more. I whimper no more, postpone no more, need nothing. He says, now I am ready. I whimper, I am not complaining. I am not in pain. No more, postpone no more. Postpone, I am not ready to delay anymore. And I don't need anything. I am sufficient for myself. I am ready. Done with indoor complaint, library, querulous criticism. Done with. Okay, I am now fed up with what? Indoor complaint. He has realized that there is means no need of complaining. I am okay. I have realized my mistake. I should not be complaining. Libraries, querulous criticism. Querulous criticism means finding faults with one or the other thing. And complaining, giving pretext why I am not doing this thing. He said, I am done with it. I am no longer going to complain. I am no longer going to criticize. I am not going to give any reasons for not doing something. Strong and content. I am satisfied and strong. I travel the open road. I am totally ready to travel the open road. The earth that is sufficient. Earth, opportunities ahead in life is sufficient. It will provide me everything I know. So here he says so. So understood till here? So he says afoot, I am on the way, I have prepared without any burden. I am ready to take the open road. The long brown path is open before me and I don't need any good fortune. I have realized there is no need of complaining, criticizing, blaming, giving excuses. I am not going to do anything of this. And I am strong and I am ready to take whatever the opportunities will come my way. I do not want the constellations any nearer. Now here constellation, here it means fate, destiny or influential people. Constellations in this context means here. Otherwise you know what constellation means. In this context it means fate. Fate means destiny and influential people So what does the poet says? I do not want the constellations any nearer. He doesn't believe in destiny and fate, okay? The stars are proper, now everything will be according to my will and all. He doesn't believe in all these things. Nor does he believe in being nearer to influential people to get success in his life. I know they are where they are. I know they suffice for those who belong to them. He says, I know people, what they will do, they will believe in fate or they will be behind influential people to get their work done. But I will never be after them. I know they are for the people who need them. I don't need them. Okay? Still here I carry my old delicious burdens. Now he's changing and saying something which is not related to the earlier things. He says, still I carry. I don't want anyone's help. I don't want good luck. I don't want benefits of stars and my destiny. I don't want benefit of influential people. What I carry on my journey? I carry old delicious burden. Now these are paradoxical lines. Burdens are something we don't like. Delicious means good, tasty, well, something which we like. So how can burdens be delicious? Paradoxical line, figure of speech is paradox. Why? Because burdens can't be delicious. Still he says, I like the burdens I carry. Now what can these burdens be? What are these burdens? These burdens are attachment, memories and all. He says, I carry those burdens. They give happiness to me. I carry them, man and woman, and carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. He says, I know I can never get rid of them. I can get rid of complaints. I can get rid of querulous criticism. I can get rid of influential people. I can say I don't want any good luck and all, but I can't get rid of what? Delicious burdens, memories, attachments and all. I carry them. It is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them. I treasure them. I am filled with them means I treasure them and I will fill them in future and I can't get rid of them ever. I will always have them, I will cherish them, I will treasure them. So, here, the poet has beautifully expressed what? The journey ahead in life is open and he is ready to take on. Now he is not in a mood to complain, to give excuses. No. And he doesn't even need anything. He doesn't need anything. He wants to try. He doesn't want to stay indoors thinking about excuses. He wants to start his life, his journey. Okay? And he says he doesn't carry anything except memories which are delicious burdens, like delicious burden to him. The poem is in free verse. It is dramatic monologue as I explained, and the word I has been repeated around 15 times in the poem. Why? Because who makes your life? Who decides the destiny? Your destiny. It is you. And that's why I has been given so much importance. Do read the poem, a beautiful poem which tells you about how you are the master of your destiny. Do subscribe to the channel to enrich your English. Thank you.